Well, welcome back to Weather Nation. The first Tuesday after Thanksgiving is Giving Tuesday. That's a day where we can really encourage people to do good things. And some people that always do good things are the people at the American Red Cross. So we want to go ahead and talk to somebody there at the Red Cross. We're going to talk to Elizabeth Penniman from the American Red Cross. She's the Vice President of Communications. Elizabeth, thank you so much for joining us on Weather Nation. I mentioned here at the top of the broadcast that tomorrow is Giving Tuesday, which serves as a reminder that many people across the country really do need help meeting those basic needs. What has the American Red Cross seen in this crazy year of 2020?
Well, first of all, Patrick, thank you. Good morning, and thank you for having me on. It's been a devastating and heartbreaking year for sure. We have seen back-to-back disasters, from the wildfires out west in California and Oregon to the hurricanes in the south, and it seems unrelenting. And the season has gotten longer. These disasters just don't seem to stop, and we've had actually the busiest season on record. Our volunteers have supported more than 1 million overnight stays for people in need. So the work continues, and we couldn't be prouder of what we do. But it's been a long year.
And here at Weather Nation, it's been a big year for hurricanes, been a big year for wildfires. How is the Red Cross responding to events like this, and what is it like for the Red Cross volunteers to help during the coronavirus pandemic?
So the pandemic has obviously caused a huge shift in the way that we do our work, but we are still there. We're on the ground, and we're also supporting people in need virtually. We've had thousands of volunteers deploy during this disaster season. And as I mentioned earlier, a record season in terms of the number of overnight stays that we've provided. The other thing I'm really proud of is that young people have stepped up like never before. Millennials and Gen Z have represented more than half of our volunteers, and we really believe that next generation of volunteers is what we need as these disasters continue to come and get larger, last longer. So we're grateful for all of that support.
And throughout the year, we have heard the challenges when it comes to blood donations. What is the current state of the nation's blood supply? And do you have enough blood to meet all the patient needs during the pandemic?
You know, blood donations are always needed, Patrick, and it's the blood on the shelves that helps people who are going into an emergency room, having a cancer treatment, or, a difficult childbirth. And as you can probably imagine, we had to cancel a lot of our blood drives due to the pandemic. A lot of our blood drives we stood up in businesses and schools, and they closed. And so we had to think of another way to get blood donations in. And so we partnered with other organizations and got more blood donations in the door. It's safe. We are practicing social distancing, taking temperatures, keeping people at least 6 feet apart. It's a safe process, but it's always needed. And so we really encourage you, if you're healthy, roll up a sleeve and come in and donate blood. And if you've recovered from coronavirus, think about coming in and donating convalescent plasma. So any donation is welcome.
And what was that last one, the plasma? What is that? Can you maybe go into a little bit more detail on that?
Sure. Convalescent plasma. So when you recover from coronavirus, you have the presence of antibodies in your blood. And so it has been found to be a good therapeutic. And so hospitals are asking for the convalescent plasma. We are shipping out a lot of units of it. So if you've had coronavirus, you have that antibody, and you can donate that convalescent plasma.
Very important information there. And of course, right now, this time of the year, many people, they're feeling helpless with as they try to really grapple with the pandemic. How can they support others?
Well, it's wonderful that we actually have a few ways you can help and support those in need and support, your fellow Americans. There are 3 ways that we would like to ask this Giving Tuesday that you would consider helping us and helping others. One is a financial donation, and really any size is welcome and needed. The second is to consider rolling up a sleeve and making a blood donation. And the third is think about volunteering. We have in-person and virtual volunteer opportunities. And for your viewers, go to redcross.org and you can find all of that information there. All of it is welcome, all of it is needed, and it's one of the most rewarding things you can do, and particularly at this time when I think we all feel a little bit helpless and we want to do something. So I really would be grateful for that support if your viewers would consider it.
Well, I think a lot of viewers watching right now can definitely relate to wanting to help out with the American Red Cross. And again, can you kind of reiterate how people would go to volunteer? They would just go to the Red Cross website?
Redcross.org, absolutely. And there are volunteer opportunities in your own community. You know, we respond to about 60,000 disasters a year. Many of those are home fires, and those are in your own communities. So going onto the website, you can find volunteers through your volunteer opportunities through your local chapter and step up to help.
And Elizabeth, we've got about 40 seconds left. Can you just kind of stress how important Giving Tuesday is? Maybe a lot of people don't really know about Giving Tuesday. In a few seconds, can you kind of summarize how important it is?
It's hugely important. The American Red Cross wouldn't be able to do what it does without the support of the American people, whether financial, volunteer, or blood donations. And so on Giving Tuesday, we all come together to try and support all kinds of charities, but of course the American Red Cross, we're here every day. We're 138 years old. We're in your community, and we would welcome that help.
Elizabeth Penniman, we really appreciate you joining us, the American Red Cross Vice President of Communications. Thank you so much for joining us on Weather Nation, Elizabeth, and have a great day.
Thanks, Patrick.